I knew something was wrong the moment the nursery door didn't creak. It always creaked. I froze in the hallway, suitcase still in my hand, jet lag wrapped around me like a damp, heavy coat. The night light glowed its familiar soft blue, but the room beyond it wasn't familiar at all. The crib was gone. The mobile I'd assembled at 3 a.m. in a blur of terror and excitement was gone. In their place sat a queen-sized bed, and my sister's suitcases. Her perfume, floral, sharp, invasive, had already soaked into the walls. She stepped out of the closet like she'd rehearsed the timing. "Oh," she said, smiling. "You're early." My throat tightened. She shouldn't have been here. No one should have been here. But she crossed her arms, relaxed, and added, "I have Mom's permission. I'm moving in next week." The silence that followed felt like the house itself pulled back from her. That was the exact second I felt something inside me crack. Quietly, cleanly, like I'd just stepped into ruins I didn't know existed. She watched me the way a cat watches a wounded bird. Unblinking. Amused. Curious about when I'd finally break. "Where's the crib?" I asked. She smirked. "Story, don't be dramatic." Dramatic. The word landed like a slap because she knew. She knew what that room meant to me. My son was born while I was overseas finishing a deal. I missed his first breath, his first night. So I built that room so he'd have something solid to come home to. Now it was hers. Without permission. Without shame. She brushed past me humming as if dismantling a newborn's room was just normal redecorating. But something else lurked under her movements, something calculated. The permission from Mom didn't explain the new locks, or why she avoided my eyes, or why everything about this felt staged. Growing up, she'd always been the golden child, the miracle wrapped in manipulation. I'd defended her, forgiven her, made excuses for her quiet thefts and artful lies. But during my wife's pregnancy, something shifted. She became attached. Too attached. She inserted herself everywhere. Appointments, decisions, conversations. Introducing herself like she was expecting a baby. I thought she was lonely. I didn't think she was dangerous. As she settled in, I walked through the house, dread tightening in my chest. My office drawers, rifled. My safe, scratched. Wi-Fi passwords, reset. Even my son's birth certificate was gone. Cold, focused fear threaded itself through my thoughts. My wife had warned me from the hospital, there's something off about her. She's trying to insert herself into things that aren't hers. I hadn't listened. Not until now. Mom's excuses over the phone only confirmed it. My sister had fed her lies wrapped in sentimentality. Classic her. Then everything clicked into place. The missing documents. The lock changes. The attempted access to my accounts. The takeover of the nursery. She wasn't moving in. She was staging something. A grotesque fantasy where my son belonged to her. I didn't confront her. People like her feed on chaos. I became silent instead, cold, watchful. I documented everything. Photos of altered locks. Missing items. Reset passwords. Every forged signature. Every delusion she whispered when she thought I wasn't listening. I pulled security footage she didn't know existed. I met with a lawyer. Then a detective. Then Child Protective Services. None of them laughed. None doubted. They'd seen people like her before. My sister, in all her entitled brilliance, didn't realize she was building my case for me. Every lie, every intrusion, every theft, I let her stack them high. Silence is a weapon. And I wield it perfectly. The day they came for her, she was folding baby clothes, my son's clothes, the ones she'd stolen from the laundry. She turned, startled, as two officers, a detective, my lawyer, and I stepped inside. Her smile flickered, then died. "What? What is this?" I stepped forward, calm as fresh ice. "Your eviction. Your arrest. And the end of whatever story you were writing in your head." They listed the charges. Forgery. Attempted custodial interference. Identity fraud. Access attempts on financial accounts exceeding $2 million. Her knees buckled. Her face twisted into something raw and feral. "You're doing this to me?" she whispered. "No," I said. "You did this to yourself. I'm just finishing the paperwork." They let her out. She didn't look back. Only then did she understand she'd never been the hunter. She'd been prey the entire time, mistaking mercy for weakness. The house felt different once she was gone. Quieter. Honest. Mine again. I rebuilt the nursery piece by piece, each small motion a restoration of something sacred. 2 days later, when my son came home, I held him against my chest and realized I wasn't the man who left for that deal. I was sharper now. Colder where it mattered. forged by betrayal into something she could never prey on again. Some people rise by shouting. I rise by watching, waiting, striking once, clean and final. She thought silence meant surrender. But silence is the sound of the trap closing.